Everything had already happened, and in every single possible way too. Not only had everything that had already happened, everything that was going to happen had already happened. And not only that, everything that was going to happen had already happened in every single possible way that it possibly could. I think one of the things of being a science fiction writer is that you have complete control over all, well, not just like the normal things that all writers have. Every writer is godlike in their power over their characters. You can kill them off if you want. But also over the very forces of nature, the laws of nature themselves. You can change human nature. You can change the laws of nature in science fiction. And you can destroy the universe at the end of your story, you know. And you can write more stories afterwards because it doesn't have to be the same universe. Do you know what I mean? So there's always that temptation. And I think that maybe one of the criticisms of sort of science fiction writers that maybe a bit too prone to, you know, using this freedom and tend to destroy things too much. So, if, say, he played a game of cards with Ferbin, his master, for money, then there was, of course, a line away through this already written, previously happened universe of possibilities, which led to the outcome that involved him losing everything to Ferbin, or Ferbin losing everything to him, including Ferbin suffering a fit of madness and betting and losing his entire fortune and inheritance to his servant. The real sort of work goes on in your head, and you can... the great thing about writing a lot of time is that the times you're actually doing your most intense, you know, and sort of creative, important work, to, you know, the ignorant outsider, it looks like you're loafing or enjoying a pint or something. You know, that's when you're doing the most important stuff. And the actual sitting down and clattering at a keyboard is kind of just, that's like, you know, typing out the idea, really.
If you could come round and explain to Carol this business about how when you appear to be loafing, you're actually working very hard.
Assuming that every branching fork on the universal map was taken randomly, all would still somehow be well. The likely things would always outnumber the unlikely and vastly outnumber the ludicrous, so that, as a rule, things would happen much as one expected, with the occasional surprise and a very rare moment of utter incredulity. Pretty much as life generally was, in other words, in his experience. This was at once oddly satisfactory, mildly disappointing, and strangely reassuring to Holmes. Fate was as fate was, and that was it. He immediately wondered how you could cheat. Thank you.